All right, welcome back, Lube Tubers, to the Get the Net Fishing Podcast. I realize she's been a while, but we got a banger tonight. We got Seth Feider lined up. Not just going to waddle back in with a B-grade guest. We're going for the boss, and got a lot of stuff to catch up on, so stick around, and we'll see you on the other side of the intro. Welcome to Get the Net, a fishing podcast that takes a deep dive into competitive events, fishing news, tips, tactics, and most importantly, interviews with some of the most interesting and in-tuned anglers from Canada to the central U.S. We're leaving no stone unturned to bring you the most raw and authentic dock talk. My name is Jamie Bruce. While my resume says bass, my frying pan says walleye. I'm no stranger to the multi-species realm. Whether you're puttering on tackle, driving the bus, cutting the grass, or killing time in a 9 to 5, we'll try to give you something in every episode to take with you on the water, or at the very least, bring you a few laughs. All right. Good to be back. Kinda. It's been a mayhem summer around here. Getting ready for the Opens and fishing local derbies and new fathering and pretty much building a addition by myself from scratch and regular work, and you know how it goes. It's hard to weasel in a slot for a podcast, in July or August, and but here we are. Ran into Feider down in the Open on St Clair and figured it'd be good to have him back on. He was one of the OGs. He reached out after one of the first few episodes and wanted to jump on the first time, so always a good chat with him, and it's going to be beauty to have him back on. But before we get into that, we gotta catch up a little. It's been a while, obviously. I keep saying that, but you get it. Lots has happened. A couple walleye tournaments, a couple bass tournaments, some opens, stuff like that. I've been doing the Stray Cast podcast and into the Great Wide Opens here and there, but I don't have to set any of that stuff up. I just show up and start yapping, so this takes a little more thought. But anyway, started the derb season, the Walleye Masters. Before the tournament, we went and tagged, myself and Tyler Peacock went and tagged a $10,000 27-inch walleye. Jay Siemens and Jaden Simons were there earlier that week, and they tagged another $10,000 jumbo walleye. So don't forget your tickets to the tagged fish contest. That's crazy. You catch one of those fish and you pretty much win what you would have to split if you won the Walleye Masters. But on that topic, congratulations to Riley Desatel and Calix Kalka on the dominating win. Missed the Kenora Walleye Open. I was out on St Clair. Water and Demers won that. Weights were crazy. Even with the reduced 17-inch size limit, it just looked like it was still 18. Like pretty much caught him a pound better than normal all the way through the board. Missed the bronze back too. Ty and Anna Hebert. They've done really well in this derby before. Heard they got her done shallow, scopeless, mung running. The 132 boats in that thing this year. They used to cap it at 100, fills up the first morning. They put it to like 125, still fills up the first morning. And I think there were 7 people just waiting in the weeds that they let in. I ended up donating my entry on that because Ashley and I couldn't make it. But anyway, congratulations, guys. Lake Despair, right around that same time frame. Jake and Ben Butcher. I might have just butchered that. This is just how it reads. Heavy pun intended there, let's be honest. That's a fun little derby up there Bill and Nell Gooden put on. Would highly recommend that if you're in the region, but congratulations there, fellas. Shoal Lake, Johnny and Chucky Naniska. Dominating win there. Awesome to see it. They thumped everyone pretty good, so it's pretty awesome. Johnny's been around the game a while. But yeah, as I record this, I'm staring at the Green Bastard right now. She's ready to charge for KBI. Gonna get a few days of practice. There's been people practicing for 2 weeks, like lots of people already, and it's like I'm just driving past them in the morning. It's like, I just want to drag them out of their truck. You know how it goes. You get jealous when people get to fish and you don't. But anyway, it's a highly competitive event. It is the biggest open team tournament in North America. Definitely the biggest in Canada, obviously. 152 boats this year. The cap's 150. I think they let a couple stragglers in. $800 entry, big derby, 3 days. It's the one you want to be at. It's the one you want to win, and everyone tries really hard to win, or if not, it's just a damn good time. There's a wicked party after. Shred Kelly and some other great acts will be there. The Big Bass Bash, she's an absolute time. My buddies from the South see, like my videos and stuff of the crowd, and it's literally the next best thing to the Bassmaster Classic. And there's a similar deal for the Fort Francis Derby as well. Well, I didn't mention that. Water and Demers won that one too. They're on a heater, so yeah, that's two big derbies back to back. But yeah, got KBI teed up right after that. I can go back to work for a week and then leave to Leech Lake for another Bassmaster Open there. If you haven't followed along, we just finished up the St Clair one. Ended up with a third place finish there. Well, I caught the weight to have a second place finish and had an absolute boner of a move. I had a flip clip on one of my fish still at the bump tanks, and it's a $0.25 penalty. So it actually cost me around 5,000 American dollars from getting third instead of second. But I said it on stage, that's the idiot tax. I should have known better. I should have triple checked. But pretty sweet there, having Taku Ito and Koya Fujita and Feider and bunch of really good elites. Jay Shakurat, one of the hottest anglers on earth right now. He pumped everyone pretty good. If you watched it on Fox Sports, you would have seen me throwing a couple 5-pounders through the air. Lost those. I wouldn't have won the tournament anyway. So it was a little easier to take that he caught him. His best day was on the last day, because if I would have lost those and only needed 25 pounds, I probably would have been pissy, but there ain't much you can do about it. It's just the way of the road. We had a lot of fun down there. My buddy Rob Perrier and I, my Bassin for Bucks partner, hauled the Project M down there. Did some nights in that, stayed with buddy Paul Lernout down in Mitchell's Bay, and just had fun. Got to see Izumi and Struby and the boys in the East. Lots of laughs there. Great freaking time. But yeah, I'll stop rambling. I could probably go on forever, but that probably ain't why you click this video. So we'll run these ads, and without further ado, Seth Feider. BT Fishing is a northern-born, small-town tackle brand. Focusing on innovating rather than imitating, BT has left a mark on all levels of competitive fishing, from walleye tournaments all the way to the Bassmaster Classic. The full BT lineup is comprised of innovative tackle, carefully crafted using the highest quality components. Check out the Smeltinator jig, Elite Marabou jig, Crusher jig, Clack Shot, Clean jig, Smeltinator underspin at more at sportsheadquarters.ca. We ship across Canada and the US. Use promo code GETTHENET for 10% off all products in the BT lineup. Visit Nordic Point Lodge on Peralt Lake in northwestern Ontario for unbelievable fishing, hunting, and relaxing. Check out the menu below for daily dinner specials in the fully licensed restaurant, now open to the public. Also give them a shout if you're interested in next level big game hunting. Check out the link in the description below for more information. What's up, bud?
What's happening?
Oh, not much. Just enjoying a little quiet time in the car hole here.
Nice.
Yeah. What are you saying?
How's life with the baby?
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah, you enjoying that?
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely got to plan your steps a little tighter, as you know, but
yeah.
Other than that, yeah, pretty mint, bud.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How's it going at home with the youngsters?
Good. They're getting they're a handful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never a dull moment.
You getting ready to set sail again here?
Yeah, I can hit the road in the morning.
Good deal.
Off to Champlain.
What a dump.
Champlain?
No,
it'll be fun. Might get my ass whooped, but at least I'll have fun doing it.
No, you'll be dialed up. You got to watch the Koya show last year, hey? Weren't you guys like in the same zone?
Yeah. Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah. I shouldn't even be saying this because everyone's going to drill me for info, but for St. Clair, I had a good buddy of mine back home. He fishes one tournament a year with me, doesn't fish the rest of the year, and he just wanted to come check out the open scene. So he came, signed up as a co-angler, like didn't care at all if he caught a bass, and he drew koya on day 2.
Yeah.
And he said he made about 4 casts and he just sat there and watched the whole day.
Yeah.
So I got the full briefing on the ride home.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But he said what you said, like, or have said before. He's like, that guy is a robot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not human. He's just an AI robot built by Japan,
That's
sent
what I
over
told
here
him.
to destroy us.
I said, Feider thinks he's AI. He's like, he might be right. Boys are cooking up some theories.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on, man. I haven't done one of these
Yeah.
in like, man, I bet you it's been 2 months. Usually I'm like pretty steady, but you know how things go once the derbies start flying and all that. So I was like, oh, I need a cooker to, you know, get her back singing. So you haven't been on in a while, and it's always good to have you on and good bullshitting with you usually.
Oh, yeah.
You're just at Leech a little bit, hey, Choder said?
Yeah, I was up there. I don't really fish the lake, so I don't know if I'm really gonna get much practice.
Because
the official practice, depending on when I get cut from St. Lawrence. So figure I better scope it out a little bit before I roll in there.
Yeah. I went down there too just for a day and a half, and I had Gussie with me, and pretty much we just talked shit about pre-practicers the whole way down, and then I was like, oh, we're pre-practicing.
Yeah. I feel like I got a good excuse, but
you got a good excuse, yeah. The only way I could justify was like, there's never going to be an open 5 hours from my house as long as I live.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm fishing the Northerns. I'm glad I signed up for them this year because I'm having such a shit year. It might be my only way into the Classic, but
you've been climbing, haven't you?
Say what?
You've been climbing pretty good, haven't you?
I don't know. I don't even want to look at the points. I was like so far down last time I looked. I wanted to cry, so I just quit looking.
You're right. It's probably not as bad as you think.
Well, it's still not good. I know that. So, I signed up for the Opens just because 2 of them. Leech is like 3.5 from my house, and Lacrosse is like 3 hours. So, then even St. Clair is not really that far. Maybe, I don't know, 9-10 hours or something like that. So, pretty good schedule for a guy from Minnesota for sure.
Yeah. It was funny at St. Clair. I came on the second day. I started right by you, but you were in a different boat. Like there's no wrap or anything. And I was like, what the hell's this right on the juice? And I took her off step, and I could just see the glow of the cigarette and the hair. Like a big blue Nexus. I was like, a spider.
A little tour through there. I could tell on day 2 you were fucking them up though, because like I kind of skirted out and was like trying to like stay off like the edge of the boats, you know, or whatever. Just in my head, the fish would be easier to catch or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, like every time I looked over at you, you like the classic thing at St. Clair, like when someone hooks up, like everyone immediately starts going towards them, and like every time I looked over in your direction, you're like in the center of the crowd, and like every boat was pointing at you. I think it was on day 2. Like every time I looked, every boat was going right towards you. I'm like, oh, Brucey's in there just putting on a clinic on the boys. What, 26 pounds or something on day 2?
26-14. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was definitely the best smallmouth fishing I've ever had, like for numbers too. I mean, it was just unbelievable. My co-angler, it was Gary Haraguchi, like the most competitive co-angler and the most winning co-angler of all time. Yeah, he used to do all the FLW stuff. He travels with Cody Meyer. And I was just like, yeah, there's nothing you can do, bud. Like put on a bait with a lip and just throw in a you know, I told my guy on the first day, I was like, throw out a jerk bait or crankbait and just like troll it without trolling it, you know, legally troll that thing, because otherwise we're just moving.
Yeah.
But yeah, I told them, I was like, I'll tell you when there's fish with them, and you can just put your bait straight under the boat. And I had lines in my trolling motor, lines in my lines all damn weekend. Not as bad with Gary, but with the day one guy, like I caught his line like 5 times. I had to sit down a 55-year-old man like a 4-year-old and like have a coming to Jesus speech with him.
Oh, that's awesome.
You must not have had a co in a long time.
No, it was good. Both mine were really cool. I kind of felt bad for him after a while, but like St. Clair is kind of a place historically where like a co-angler can whoop your ass, you know, just because normally you're just drifting across some flats, just blind, aimlessly casting.
Yeah, best tube wins.
Yeah, and like nowadays they don't have a prayer. I mean, you're either going fast cruising along, or they can't really fish, and then you stop and catch one, and then back to cruising along, and I don't know.
It was funny because I'd always heard rumors of a co with a live scope, and when Gary called me the night before the tournament, he's like, "What boat are you?" And I was like, "I'm in a Lund." He's like, "Oh." He's like, "Well, I got my portable live scope. Like, how tall are the gunnels on that thing? I don't know if it'll get over it." I was like, "Yeah, they're pretty tall. Probably not." But yeah, he was the guy that had it. He would have brought
it. Thanks.
Yeah. It kind of, the scope killed the co's for sure.
Yeah.
It just turns it even more into a lottery.
Yeah. Pretty wild. Yeah.
Oh, it's good. You had some gooders. I'm sure there'll be some good ones at Leech Lake. Man, there's a lot of folks up north fired up for that one.
Yeah.
You can feel it in the air.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure why after being there, but yeah.
They
are fired up, no doubt.
I wish it was before St. Clair, because everyone's coming off St. Clair just thinking, yeah, we'll just go up to Leech and just waylay on them. And it's like, no, it's probably the toughest smallmouth lake I've ever been on.
I think it's the toughest northern fishery I've ever been to be honest with you.
Yeah, there's going to be some,
as far as getting bites go, you know, like any lake up north you go to, you can like launch your boat, drop the trolling motor, and like you're gonna catch something within a couple 100 yards, you know. It might be a 2-pounder or whatever, but like you're gonna catch something, and that ain't the case at Leech. Like you can go a couple miles and not get a bite.
Yeah, you can fish a lot of boulders that a bass has never lived on.
Yeah, no doubt.
Crazy how many people were pre-practicing for it when we pulled in. I was like, there'll probably be a few of the northern boys and maybe a couple of guys that are on the bubble for points or whatever. And it was like Bill Lowen's truck was there.
Really?
The whole parking lot was full.
Huh.
I told Gussie, I was like, Bill Lowen's going to be out on the smallmouth juice. He's like, no, he's going to be up in a swamp somewhere. Sure as shit, we come out, he's just out in the ocean.
Was he?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, he's playing for keeps, bud. He wants the same thing you want. He wants the classic.
Okay. You might be able to win Leech on largemouth, though.
Yeah.
It's possible. I don't know how that place is going to fish after 225 guys go set the hook on every bite they get for 5 days, since there's not that many bass in there to begin with.
Yeah. I know what Lake of the Woods would look like after that, and it ain't good. And
Lake of the Woods is giant. I mean, Leech is pretty big, but like, I don't think the fish is that big.
No, but still, like a lot of tournaments we have are like you're kind of restricted to like 20 square miles.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And like by the third day of a 150 boat tournament, it's like fishing in Watts Bar, Tennessee.
Yeah. Like trying to get a limit.
Yeah. So I'd imagine it's going to be pretty damn tough there.
Yeah. No doubt.
Oh, well. So tell me about the Derby Boys deal. You got anything to do with that?
I mean, I'm there. That's about it.
Yeah,
that's kind of Maddie and Johnston's concoction, but yeah, I make a few guest appearances.
It's not something you're like you dreamt up, obviously.
No, not really. I mean, I get why they're doing it and whatnot, but yeah, I'd rather just bass fish.
Yeah, I get it. Well, you had us dying. We listened to you on Mercer's podcast on the way back from St. Clair, and I spit water all over the dash of my truck, laughing my ass off.
I got a little out of control on that one.
It happens. I'm
At
not
the
going to
end, I was like, "You're
and
gonna
try
have to
to
edit all this out." And then he's like, "I don't edit my shows." I'm like, "Oh fuck." Whatever. I mean, I didn't tell no lies. Probably just some stuff I shouldn't have said, you know.
Nah, you didn't out anyone. Like, you didn't drop any names. If anyone listening hasn't heard that, you might want to drum into that on Mercer's podcast. You probably can't miss it. You four clowns on the thumbnail.
Yeah. That's a good time.
Yeah.
Bassing in 2024, man.
What's that?
I said that's just bass fishing in 2024, man.
Yeah, I know. I was just talking to McMillan yesterday. He's asking about what just baits and shit. And he's like, I don't even know if I'd want to make it. Because I'm like, yeah. Because I was like, yeah, I went pre-practicing for a day and a half. And I was like, I couldn't imagine having to go do that for like, a week or two. Like, the guys that are doing, I get why they're doing it. And I probably would, too, if I had no responsibilities and everything like that. And it is a lot of work, as everyone knows. But it's just like making the job so much shittier.
Well, it's just the time. Like, I don't have it, you know. If you have a life, you don't have it. Like, and it's not that hard. I mean, they're just fishing, you know. I'd go fishing every day if I could. I just have responsibilities and kids and a wife and
and I mean, they're all going to have
things.
it at some point too, maybe.
Maybe, probably not.
But I'm sure they'll look back and bitch about whoever's doing it when they come. But man, of all the rules and everything, I'd love to see change. It's that damn pre-practice. There's nothing like more gutting than just knowing people have been there for months.
Yeah, scanning every inch of the place.
Yeah, it's torture.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I just like when weird shit happens. Like, honestly, like, we had a tournament at Pickwick like a couple of years ago where it came up like 6 foot and just like flooded everything out. Like, I just wish we had more tournaments like that. Or like, oh yeah, that stump you found out in 15 feet of water right next to the spring that some guy told you about. Yeah, that's freaking worthless now, you know. Everything's on the bank. You just got to go sniff them out. You got 8 hours to do it. Like, them boys would just crumble.
Yeah, man, they waste a lot of time too. Like the amount of shit they find that they don't use. Like, I remember a few years ago talking to Coop before Cherokee. He had gone down there like in October, November. The lake was all pulled down to nothing. He's like, "Yep, saw all the boulders and trees and stuff. Everything was just up on the bank." And when we went back there for the tournament, it was all just still there. And he spent like 3 days just driving around marking the stuff that you could see on the bank.
He was just hoping the water was going to come up.
And almost every other year it does. It's just, like one of those freak things, like you said.
Yeah.
He still won.
Yeah. He'll be fine.
Yeah. That guy's built for the road.
No doubt. I don't think he's capable of doing anything else, to be honest with you.
No, he came up here a few years ago and just kind of stayed, just floated around. And he's staying at my buddy Brian's, and Brian's like, "Yeah, you have to remind that guy to drink water or he'll die."
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, he's built for it. Am I still moving around? I can't see myself.
You're froze on my end.
Oh yeah, right on. Time out.
There you are.
All right, we're back. A more intimate angle. Just what you want to see.
Close.
Yeah. It's pretty bush league, man. It's owner, player, coach on this podcast. That's why she just is. We just kick back. Usually, it's the guests that have like connection issues, not the guy that's calling them and asking them to burn up an hour of their evening. But we're back. We're live. What else is cooking? What else you got for thoughts? I know you get pride on, and you've been on a lot of podcasts lately, and probably as many as when you won Angler of the Year.
Oh no, not as many, but yeah,
Lots.
I enjoy doing them, especially the right people. They're fun. I don't do like the random ones, but people I know, I do them for sure.
Yeah, she's a little out of control now.
Yeah, well, there's like 1,000 podcasts out there, so it's a little much. But yeah, if they're good ones, I'll do them. A little
Yeah.
picky, I guess, but
Yeah.
yeah. Other than that, just not doing shit. About to leave for a 3-week bender, and yeah, hopefully catch some
Yeah.
fish.
Champlain, St. Lawrence, Leech Lake,
Yeah,
3 brown derbs,
yeah.
maybe 2.5 brown derbs.
Eh.
Maybe. Never
I'll
mind.
probably honestly, I'll probably fish for largemouth at all 3 of them in practice, anyways.
Right.
Might be a fatal mistake at most of them, but I can't help it, you know.
Yeah.
I'll go scope around 90% of the time, but I'm gonna grab a flipping stick and a jig, and do a little daubing just for an hour or two, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Staring at the screen ain't that enjoyable.
No, just to remember what it was like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I went like the last time I had been fishing with St. Clair, and on Sunday, I had to go film like a Crush City deal, and the guy's like, catch him out however you want. I was like, I ain't throwing an overhand cast all day. Just flipped
No,
for 8 hours.
yeah,
14 pounds on a lake. I would have been able to go catch 19 pounds of smallmouth. I had
whatever.
14 pounds of black and just had a
Yeah.
damn blast.
Oh yeah. At least you were bass fishing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun.
Oh yeah. No, it was awesome. Freaking man. It's just like that reminder.
Yeah.
The KBI, like that big tournament up here, it's been won by non-scopers for like 3 of the last 4 years kind of thing.
Really?
Yeah. Like that, you need a new trolling motor by the time you're done with it. And that's on smallmouth too.
Really?
Yeah.
They just let
Boulder
dirt shallow.
dirt ass shallow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat pop hours and hair jigs and whatnot.
Yeah. All the fun stuff.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little tube.
It's pretty snaggy for the tube game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Just
you spend half your day.
The fluff and the popper.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of that. Just like, so, dirty water and like 6 inches deep where all
really?
they can do is go sideways.
Yeah.
It's freaking man. Flipping trees, stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Which tournament's that? The KBI?
KBI.
That's Lake of the Woods?
Lake of the Woods. You get the whole playing field. I'm
going to have to come up and do that one. That sounds like a good time.
You should. You've been kind of jabbing out on the chicken derby.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's kind of a rough time of year, but yeah.
Yeah, Brad said you guys always go to Saskatchewan on the duck prowl.
Yeah, well, yeah. The one year I was actually going to come was like the year that I got scared to cross the border with the COVIDs and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, might make it happen this year.
Yeah. Well, you got to pick one of those.
Yeah.
Both pretty damn fun.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to do the chicken derby the most. I think
that one don't suck.
Yeah. I think it'd be a good time. What do you get, like 8 hours or something? Or 12 hours? It's a one-day deal, right?
It's a one-day deal. You can leave whenever you want in the morning, so you can go up. You can get in the good zone, like still in the dark, and then come back at 5. So yeah, like you get 9 or 10 hours. You get a shift.
Yeah. That sounds fun.
Yeah. Well, you better twist Choder up for that one.
Well, I figured I'd just jump in with Gus. Who's he do it with? Or he's doing it with Shelbs?
Yeah, no, he's got on and off partners. He had a pretty shameful limit last year. He's going to be listening to this, so I'm definitely going to chirp him. But yeah,
that's what I heard.
There was a foot of snow on the ground.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
I figure I just let him loose on the walleyes for the full shift, and I just run grouse for the full shift and just rendezvous back at the house.
Yeah, he'll find you some walleyes.
Oh yeah.
But she's a little bit tough when there's 10 inches of snow and you're trying to chicken hunt. You go from seeing like 40 a day to seeing 1 or 3 a day.
Yeah.
And it's like right on the cusp if you get a freak year. We've had it twice where we've got that big snowfall, and it's like, yeah. That's when
down.
Yeah. I always got some reserves in the freezer to pull out for the fry after that.
Okay.
The one year it was just whoever shot a chicken, like everyone was eating walleye, and whoever shot a chicken got the chickens, and we just called it the champions fry, and just kind of had our own little corner.
Yeah.
But yeah, I talked to Brad in November. He's like, I'm chicken hunting around Walker. He's like, I saw one in 2 days. Like, Jesus, man, you could have drove here and spent all the time. And
oh, I know, it's rough. Yeah, I mean, I'd shoot like I probably average like 1 or 2 a day down here.
Like all day, or just go for a couple hours?
No, I mean like half day.
Okay.
Start in the morning and go to midday or something. Shoot 1 or 2.
Foot pursuit all day.
A lot of just slow rolling.
Right.
A little bit of trail hiking, but yeah.
Half a deck of dags.
Oh, at least, yeah.
Yeah.
Big gulp of coffee, big thermos of coffee, and fucking whistle and hit the road, you know?
Yeah. Man, I just got a email yesterday. It's from some company that makes electric bikes. It's called like High Boy or something. They're like, hey, we're gonna send you an electric bike. It's like an off-roading one with fat tires and stuff.
Hell yeah.
And they're like, you just got to do a video of whatever you want. I was like, oh yeah, I know exactly what I'm gonna be doing with that thing. It ain't gonna be going down the damn Venice boardwalk.
You got a nice red and black lumberjack flannel to wear on that thing?
I could drum something up.
Oh yeah. Sure. Rolling down the dirt road.
Yeah.
Shotgun slung over your shoulder.
Yeah, I've done her before on
pedal. You throw it over your shoulder, or you just clamp it on the handlebars?
Throw her over your shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a couple roads up here where you're not allowed to drive vehicles on, but you're allowed to pedal bike. They're like, and you're allowed to hunt, but you can't have a vehicle. So like when we were kids, I used to take like my little bass boat, load the 10 speeds in her and drive across this lake and like hell tour the boat into the bush and then get up and you're just in chicken paradise and you just take a bike and it was unreal.
Yeah. She's
a next level hunt when there's no other sounds.
I bet.
And now you don't have to pedal. You can just
real nice.
Oh yeah. She's the ultimate fat bubba deal now.
Yeah, no, I've seen them. They look pretty slick.
Yeah. Yeah. Should be good.
We're getting back into some shit. They're like silent too, right?
Yeah.
The ones I've seen, I don't think they make any noise.
No.
You probably be able to hear them walking in the leaves as you're
floating
down the trail. Hear a little crunching and hit the brakes.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking for sure. I guess you'll have to wear like a pack sack or something.
Yeah.
All your stuff in.
Let's get a vest.
We'll make her work. I'll probably end up back in the 09 F-150 after a couple rips, but
you think so? Take a digger off a boulder. Yeah.
Yeah. What else we got cooking? The hell else is going on?
Not much. Just crazy ass kids and sword and tackle. Huh?
You slinging tackle?
No, I'm just getting tackle ready right now.
Okay. Are you I never really talked to you about this before. I heard you're tied in with Omni. Like I know Polish Pete's one of your really good buddies.
Yeah.
But you're involved with that, right? Like you got an iron in the fire?
I do. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. No, it's working out really good. Company's doing awesome. Yeah. Hopefully it keeps rolling, you know.
Yeah, man. I just ordered a Lake Master chip for Leech from there.
Oh, nice.
And I sent it to my buddy Dusty Minky's place. And before I even text him to see if it was okay if I sent shit to his house, it was already there.
Oh yeah,
like it's the fastest. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it is. Like we don't try to say that just because if you tell somebody that and they get their package like in 2 days instead of 1, they'll bitch. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's wild. Like I can order stuff. I'm like, I don't know. We were at like Lake Murray in South Carolina, and I ordered something at like noon on Monday, and it was there like Tuesday morning. Like, I don't even know how it was possible, how it got there that fast. But yeah, I mean, when you order something, they go pick it and ship it as soon as the order comes in. It's not like they're waiting a couple days to do it, you know.
They must have a couple squirrels back there just
Oh yeah, they got
drinks like ready to go.
We got a good warehouse crew. Yeah, they're on it, man. Yeah,
just like a crew of roofers, but they're on the ground.
pretty much. Yeah, they're boogieing, man. Getting after it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm perusing that regularly. I use obviously sports headquarters up here, but when I'm down south and need something,
yeah, if you need something in the U.S., we got her covered.
Yeah, that's the jam. I didn't bring that up to just do a plug, but I mentioned, or I was looking at it like yesterday or whatever. I was like, Jesus, that's fast. That was fast. And that's in Minnesota, and it's just like multiplied.
Yeah, it's the same across the country. It's like you get it the next day.
Oh man, I sent. I got to do all this tax bullshit for being Canadian. So every check you get, they take 30% off, like for treaty tax. So at the end of the year, you got to go through all the steps. And I had sent it Canada Post, like a $30 envelope, just to make sure like everything's dialed up, like all the tracking and insurance and all that for my, like, to the IRS. And I was like, I haven't got my refund yet. And I checked yesterday, and they lost it in Chicago. Had a copy of my passport in it, full tax return, all my tax information. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's Canada Post, high priority. And yeah, Omnia can get a map chip to my buddy's house in about 8 hours, and Canada Post can't get my tax return in. So
that sucks.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You gotta just send that all over again and just hope nobody
I just gotta pray. Yeah. Yeah, I just got to send her all in again, and I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I'll keep my eye out for fake Jamie Bruces. So
yeah, there might be a couple shape
running around.
Yeah,
looking around.
Next thing you know, I'll be down there, get pulled over, and go right to jail. Probably. That's probably gonna happen anyway. Blowing all those toll booths.
Nah, you don't got to pay those things. I never stop for those. Ever.
No,
never. No. I mean, if they're gonna catch you, they'll mail you and make you pay the ticket, and it's like pretty much the same price as the toll. So, like, why would you even stop? And you're not going to get caught at every one. You're only going to get caught at 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 8. You know.
Right.
So, what's the point in even stopping? You're just wasting time.
Oh, I always thought it was like my one advantage of being Canadian was that I could just I thought I was damn Butch Cassidy when it came to a toll booth. I was like, they'll never send it to Canada. I didn't realize that they didn't send it to other people too.
Yeah, they miss a lot of them. Don't get me wrong, I get them. Like Oklahoma's pretty Johnny on the spot, but like that whole Eastern Chicago, New York deal, I just pin it.
Nice, man. If we get I got pulled over on the way to Sturgeon Bay a few years ago. My idiot buddy McNanny drove for 10 minutes and gets us pulled over, like whatever, 6 hours into the trip. So, and they can't just give you a ticket there when you're out of country. You have to pay it right then and there.
Oh, really?
So we had to drive back. We were like an hour and a half out of Superior, and we had to drive back, and he had to go to like a certified place or whatever and pay his fine.
Really? It
was like a 4-hour deal.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you had cash on you, could you have just paid the cop? Or you had to go back there?
No, he had cash. He had cash. It was a no-go.
You had to have like some certified check or something.
Yeah, you had to take the cash and buy a money order and hand it over or whatever.
Wow.
It was brutal.
What a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I just crawl my ass through Wisconsin now.
I bet I would too after that. That's wild.
Yeah, just the way of the road.
Yeah. Oh, I got me one of your mounts for the front of the boat.
Yeah.
I seen your rig at St. Clair. I'm like, fuck, that looks nice. I'm gonna get me one of them tabletops so I don't got to stare at my feet.
Yeah, your body will thank you.
Oh yeah, my neck is already thanking me. I've only been using it for a few days.
Yeah. Yeah, I had one of those, well, a couple of years ago, and I was like, I don't care. I was like, I'll wear all the chirps someone wants to send me. I was
Yeah.
like, there's no way this is
Well,
sustainable, just
it's
staring
the
at your toe.
deal. Yeah, yeah. At least
Yeah.
get your head up a little bit, you know.
Yeah, that's probably, man, probably one of the things I get asked about most. You know, like once a week, probably someone
Yeah.
probably sold 100 of them for them.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. You got a
Haven't
nice
got a
looking setup.
haven't got a sticker back.
No, I'll put in a good word for you.
No, it's all
Let
good.
them know.
I got some really nice Geiger Tech ones that are up there too. I got her all the triple stat, like the whole thing is all like I everyone used to put theirs off to the side, like a graph beside each other
Yeah,
and all that. And like I found if you just have everything perfectly in line, like your GPS, your perspective, and your scope, then it's just like you're just more accurate and less awkward.
yeah.
Like everything's where
Probably,
it should be, right? On the
probably
key.
miss less too. You know,
Yeah. It's just
everything's kind of in the field of view versus looking over here, looking over there. And,
yeah, and
yeah,
you hit less of it. Like when you do go shallow and you're flipping and that, if you have a 12-inch graph mounted like sideways, you know, at the front of your flip spot, like you're gonna hit
oh yeah.
that a bunch too. And yeah, oh, that's good. Did you get the big super tall one too?
I think I can add an extension to the one I got, but it comes up pretty good. It's like, oh, damn near waist level, maybe a little lower.
Oh yeah, she tall.
Yeah, yeah, I like it.
You got your big NBT swinging off that thing.
Oh yeah, yeah,
22 inches of fury.
oh yeah, yeah.
Do you get chirped lots for that just by like guys at the gas station, or do they
Oh
just admire
yeah,
it?
yeah. I mean, yeah. Not a lot of chirping, but definitely a little chirping, no doubt. Which is fair. I mean,
Yeah, you do
a
the
damn
same.
big screen. Oh yeah, big screen TV on the front of the boat.
Yeah, that's awesome. The kid that makes those is he's from like 2 hours away from
Yeah,
here. Fishes all the
Thunder
local
Bay.
derbies.
Yeah,
Yeah, just came out of
it's
yeah, out of left field. Now he's just plunked right into the center of it.
oh yeah, yeah. I think he said, "You guys got a tournament, big tournament up there in like a week or two?"
Yeah, KBI. He'll be in it.
Oh, that is KBI. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
He said he was going up there for that one. I get him confused, which one's which, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's heading up there for that.
Yeah, I should be able to pick him out by the screens. I can't imagine what's on his rig. I haven't seen it.
Oh, probably 422s, I'd assume. I don't know why he wouldn't, you know.
Yeah, when I first saw him, I was like, I don't know. Like I didn't really know this kid. This is a few years ago. And then one of the service trailers, the Garmin guy, was like, "Oh, you're from Ontario or whatever." I was like, "Yeah, I'm up by Gussie." And he's like, "Oh," he's like, "The kid that makes these screens is like really smart."
Oh yeah.
He was
No,
like pumped up. I was like, "Jesus, this kid from Atikokan he's got the Garmin service guy pumping his tires. I'm like, he must be doing something right." So I
yeah,
haven't
no,
looked
he
at
is smart as shit. Smarter than I'll ever be.
Yeah, good. That's who you need
Creative
twisting the
too.
wires.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's got her dialed.
Yeah. What are you running for a boat now? Is that a touchy subject?
When's this air?
Probably Monday morning.
Yeah.
Just keep her walking.
Yeah.
Did you bring Teal's boat back to him in one piece?
I did. Yeah. I was super nervous I was gonna burn a hole in his carpet too, and I never did, so I'm pretty proud of
Yeah, I'm sure Brad was telling him the whole time that you were going to wreck it too.
that. I'm sure. No doubt. But St. Clair's a good place to take her, no doubt.
Yeah,
But yeah, I was just most worried about burning a hole in the carpet. But
it's a valid concern, man. I saw that old cherry canoe burning
oh
from
yeah,
2.2 miles away.
I mean, there's probably at least a carton smoked in that thing. So, and then towing it down the road too, I'm flicking them out. I mean, there's
You
high
must have a
probability.
system for banging darts while you're casting. Hey, like You never have like any mishaps, like burning your line or nothing?
Not really, no. I mean, I usually, on average, my boats I'll burn 2 to 3 holes in them a year.
Yeah.
But never any issue with like line or anything like that, or not breaking anything off or anything.
Huh. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean,
You got the
I'm a
darts
pro.
bit.
I'm a pro, dude.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like,
I know you got
I'm okay at bass fishing. Like, I can smoke the fuck out of some darts, dude. Like, I mean,
yeah,
I
you
can
got
hang with the best of them
mastered.
in that category.
The live camera hookup and dagger spit.
Yeah,
You got that thing figured out.
yeah,
I think
that's the move.
yeah. Pioneer of the game.
Try
I
to
think
be.
Kenta bangs darts is hard, like probably not.
Oh,
Well,
he's a pro. No, yeah, he's
yeah,
right there. Yeah, he
yeah.
gets it. He gets it.
He wouldn't smoke. Me and Brad had him on the Opens podcast, and he wasn't smoking. I was like, this is the only time I've ever seen you not smoke. So I
Yeah,
even lit up a black, and I have like a cigar like once every 3 months, and
yeah,
I lit one up on it to just kind of like,
yeah,
let him know it's a safe space, like a men's
yeah.
crisis center, and no go. He's a disciplined little guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but no, he can bang with the best of them, no doubt.
Oh yeah, he's a damn beauty.
Yeah.
Oh, those Japanese guys are hilarious, man. They went. I'm sure you guys have seen this before, but it was Ronnie called the night before St. Clair and asked, like, he's like, what kind of graph do you have? Like, do you have the 8616? Like, can I plug the HDMI? And we're like, yeah. So it was me, Jay, and Takumi all have a 8600 series. So the camera guys came down with their HDMI boxes and hooked mine and Jay's up, and they go to do Taku's, and he's just like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, get the hell out of here.
He don't want you to see what he's doing.
No.
They still got secrets over there.
Yeah, I get it. That's why I was so pumped that my buddy Drew Koya, because he's even more secretive than.
Oh, yeah, he's the worst.
Yeah.
Like, they no telling what he's got tied on.
Yeah, he said his back, because he's got an NBT too, so his back graph's always going with the same thing.
Yeah.
It's on the front screen, and he said he didn't have the cover on it or nothing all day.
Really?
There and watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, you're a true hero, sir. Like, this guy, everyone from back home, I'm sure, is watching how he's doing in the standings, and he just didn't care. He's like, I'll burn this whole tournament to maybe get us something that we can use back home, or get you something you can use down the road.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a stand-up move.
He come home with some goodies. Was he stealing tore-up baits off the floor?
No.
Putting them in his pockets?
No, I mean, there was nothing that was like, I think it's just more process than anything.
Yeah.
Like bait-wise, I think the jig's up on a lot of their weird stuff, you know. I think that well was only so deep, but yeah, it was just, he said it was just process, like just efficiency and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're sneaksters.
Oh, yeah. They got her dialed.
Koya will be up on Leech Lake.
Oh, is he? Well, I guess he's at St. Clair, yeah. Is he doing all the Opens or just the Northerns? Or
He's fished a bunch this year. I think he's maybe only missed one or two.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be cool up there.
I'll be sniping them.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever's left. Who's the hot local pick that no one would have heard of from there? That's fishing already.
I mean, I think Fothergill's going to beat the brakes off all of us.
Yeah, we know that. He's going to he'll open up another classic spot. Might even get you in.
Yeah. Might need it. Yeah. Go Fothergill.
He'll alley-oop you.
Yeah. No, I think he's going to be a handful. Like, I could see it being, he might not be leading after the first day. He probably will. But I think by the time that tournament's over after day 3, he'll probably have won by like 10 pounds, Just like, there'll be a few people that catch him pretty good the first day, and then I think by the time day 3 rolls around, it's going to get pretty ugly out there. And I think he'll have enough sneaky shit that he ain't even fished yet. He can go crack another big bag off and just Embarrass us all.
Yeah, it's gonna look like Japan by day 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fothergill. Yeah, I mean, there's the level of, I think there must have been like, what, 30 Minnesota guys at St. Clair?
Oh, probably more. There's got to be more than that between the river dudes and the Leech guys.
Yeah, I gotta pull that up because I looked at, like, when you're going down the list, it's all, like, of the angler roster. It's always like a couple from here, a couple from there, and then usually 15 from Alabama or whatever, wherever you're at, and then it said Minnesota. Like, there must have been 40 names.
I know at least 30 people myself that are fishing. I know there's more than that.
Right. Yeah, there's a whole other
pile.
It's like a whole scene up there. I've just been sitting around in the evenings with the youngster on my lap. So, YouTube is just kind of playing in the background. And I clicked on a classic bass one, and they did, I think it was that Bartuzik. They did a really good job on that series, like following those tournaments. It's awesome to watch. I watched a whole bunch of them. I was like, oh, there's a whole, there's a, like a Minnesota bass clique.
Oh, for sure.
Those classic bass guys. It looks like fun.
Yeah.
That'd be a sweet retirement gig.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know a bunch of the guys, and they're all lots of fun, and it's just like, always on pretty good lakes, and that's a good scene.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
it's a good place to grow up.
Yeah, no, it'll be fun being in Walker too. Like, the one night we were there, we went to we had Dusty Minky toting us around, so he gave us the full local experience, and it's like the walleye guides are belly up to the bar, and it's all like, oh yeah, it was awesome. I love being up north. It's so weird to be up north for an open.
Yeah. I don't think they've ever been anywhere close to that. I mean, I guess Mille Lacs, it wasn't an open, but other than that, I don't think there's ever. Well, I guess they had like an Ever Start forever ago on Vermilion, but that's about it. Yeah, Moina won. I think Zona got second.
No shit.
Yeah, it was like 2000 or 99 or something like that. I think Moina won. Zona got second, and I forgot who got third. But yeah, so it's the only time I've ever really come to like you said, the North Country, not New York, but
that's north. That's
pine trees and rocks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Huh. Man, Moina was the frickin' man. He still is. Like, listening to him, if there's a podcast with him on it, I'm clicking on it right away. I had him on mine too, and I can let him roll for 3 hours.
Yeah, he was up there at Leech sneaking around too.
Oh yeah, he was.
I mean, every bass boat on Leech Lake was wrapped that I saw in the last 3 days.
Yeah, we pulled in on like a Thursday, and the whole parking lot was full, and they were all out of state plates.
Yeah.
So I'm sure, everyone probably got to look at her. I'm sure everyone's got a whole lot of boulders on their graph marked.
Oh, yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah. There's a pile out there.
Yeah. No, it'll be interesting. I've never been more curious to see how a tournament plays.
Me either.
Like, whether you're in it or not, just to see how it. I'd probably go.
Like, the other thing is, I don't know if you've noticed how fat them fish are, and for some reason we got like a 15-inch size limit, which won't matter to the guy that wins, but dude, you legit have to throw 2.5 pounders back.
Oh yeah, I said the same thing to Gus.
Legit 2.5 pounder is not a keeper.
Yeah, they're freaks.
Yeah, the fattest thing. I caught a 4 pounder. I could barely get my thumb in his mouth. Mouth that big.
Yeah, they're like wood ticks.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, those are scary boat flipping ones, because they just look like. And then we get the same thing. Like, they are the same build as the south end fish on Lake of the Woods.
Okay.
Like clones. Yeah. And you'll go to boat flip like a, what looks like a 270, and you put it on the scale, and it's like a 415.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be some decoy in there.
Yeah, none of them look big. There's some mean fish too. I was kind of surprised.
Yeah, they like the tail walk.
Yeah,
Notice that
and,
right away.
and they do that like weird dig thing where they like come up after they dig. Like a couple of them I like thought I lost or like broke off. Like they're ripping drag going down, then just like kick their head back up real quick. They're squirrely.
Yeah. I hope there's lots of 6-pound line in play.
Yeah.
You learn that lesson real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's full of crawfish. Like I went up shallow and like it looks like schools of perch like swimming out of the reeds, and it's all just crawfish. Like they're just puking them up all left. Like I don't even understand why they eat a bait.
Yeah.
Like they don't have to go more than a foot to eat a crawfish.
Yeah.
Other than just curiosity or reaction. I mean, they're not hungry, that's for sure.
No, they're satisfied.
Yeah.
They've got their needs met.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, don't give up too much juice for her. We gotta have a good northern
fat and
representation.
crawdads. Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah. Everyone's been saying come up north forever, and now it's finally happening. So
yeah, I just hope I hope they catch them better than I think they're gonna. I think there's gonna be a lot of 2-3 fish. Like they might weigh, they're gonna have 9, 10, 11, 12 pounds, but 2-3 fish bags. Like,
yeah. I don't
know why there's a 15-inch size limit there, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, we fish a tournament in May in Manitoba, and you're not allowed to, like, the rule before was you could only keep one over 15.7 inches.
Okay. That's a good number.
Yeah, it's like that's the centimeter conversion.
Oh, I got you.
So we've had like multiple 3-pounders under 15.7 inches.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's only less than 3/4 of an inch more. So yeah, like you could definitely throw back, like you said, 2.5s to 270s even.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're fucking thick.
Yeah. The buckets too.
Oh yeah, everything. Yeah, the buckets are the same as the smallies. They're just as fat.
Yeah, they're roundos. Wow, it's gonna be freaking cool, but I won't hold you any longer. I know you got a shit kicking road trip lined up here.
Oh yeah.
We're
stop by Zona's place tomorrow night and finish the drive up to Champlain in the morning. It's be Saturday morning.
Are you just having a purr there? Or are you guys going to do some filming?
Nah, again, just eat a steak, and bullshit, and crash, and hit the road.
Nice.
Yeah. I think I've hit my quota for Zona shows for the year.
Yeah.
I did a couple smallmouth ones early, and now he's just been like frogging and docking like the last 2 months, and I'm super jealous that he gets to bass fish. I suck at scoping, so that's all. I don't get to do anything else anymore.
Oh man, she's a cruel world, bud.
It is. I just want to go throw a frog, and I can't. So.
Yeah. Oh well. Safe travels out there.
There she goes. Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah. No, we're all pulling for you up here. You're one of the Canadian favorites, even though you're not a Canadian. So
appreciate it.
Keep driving her. Thanks for bringing the podcast back to life, bud.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Keep rolling.
See you.
All right, man. I'll see you there.
Okay. Good luck, pal.
All right. Thanks, bud.
Take care.